Hello everyone. I want to apologize once again for this being late. This time it was because I had tried to actually record this yesterday, and I tried recording like 5 or 6 times, and yeah, it didn't work so well. Because what I was originally planning on doing, I found out really needed me to, you know, write it down in a script because I was gonna kind of go with kind of something like Aaron did, which was a make it better or it gets better type thing. I was also inspired to do this at OhioCon because there was a panel done by a bunch of the voice actors who did a get better thing, and I was just waiting for a free week. But I needed to do it when I'm not rambling, so I actually need to write down what I'm going to say. So I was so frustrated last night and I couldn't get it right that I couldn't think of anything else to do. So, yeah, here we are. So now I know what I'm going to talk about because I've noticed a lot of people have trouble writing or figuring out what they want to write. Or they're writing something and they don't like it, but everybody else likes it type thing. Like poor Erin, she mentioned earlier in a online journal blog thing that she wrote that um, show she kind of feels uncomfortable going into the library, who now has a new young adult section, which is kind of separated, just because people give her weird looks because she's an adult and wanting to read young adult. Um, and she writes it well. And I've noticed a bunch of authors that I know or writers, they always feel they do the same thing because they're older. But the thing is that people have to remember that young adult is not written by teenagers. It's written by adults, so there shouldn't be a problem with adults reading young adult. It is not my favorite genre, and it's just because I guess I get tired of some of like the, I don't know, craziness that comes from it when young adult gets turned into movies. It goes a little crazy sometimes. Hey, but I read young adult. My first when we went over favorite books, I have a few young adults in there. I read Harry Potter. I've read The Hunger Games, all those. Um, I've read plenty. It's just that I'm a little picky and choosy when it comes to that. And actually, a lot of stuff that Erin said she has read, I have read. So yeah, it's all good. But yes, you can't write something that you don't like to write. Like Erin would never. Erin, amazing writer, love her to death, but she would not be able to go and pull out something like like full fantasy, yada yada yada, say like, or pull out something that resembles Stephen King. That's not what she likes to write, so therefore it would be forced and it wouldn't sound quite right. Or me trying to write young adult. It would not sound right. It would probably take so much editing. It would be ridiculous, and Erin would probably want to beat me upside the head. Because it's just not it's just not my writing style. I have a hard time with it. It's fun. I've tried. It doesn't work very well. Um, yeah, but I guess the moral of this vlog is to say you need to write what you want to write. You can't care what other people think. You have to write what you like and love to do. Because I'm a big fantasy person. Um, I like writing stuff that's set in reality, but there's always a fantasy like twist to it. So yeah, though I am kind of I do have another random idea, which is kind of a Titanic based idea because I was watching the movie the other day and I was like, hey, I want to do this. So I need to start doing lots and lots and lots of research like Erin did for this. Um, I actually need to start because I actually came up with this idea a little while ago and I haven't done anything with it. Because I don't think it's not going to be that long of a story. It shouldn't be. If I manage to turn it into something really long, then that's just how it goes. I can't seem to write anything short. I can take one-shot fan fictions and turn them into like 20-page stories. I'm not quite sure how the heck I managed to do that because I keep adding things in. I'm getting better. I'm able to do shorter things slightly now. Way to go, me. And, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, this is kind of blah, 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 blah. And, yeah. So, as you can see, I didn't get a lot of time to think about this because I really wanted to post this as soon as possible. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to leave it there before I make even more a fool of myself. And look, I'm prepared today. I actually have our schedule up and running so I can actually tell you what it is without having to sit here and sing to you while I open up Gmail. It is... Ooh, yay. Next week it turns into March. Well, Erin will post in February, but next week is March, which we have dubbed Plot Month. And we start with good plots, all the good elements and yada 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 that you need for good plots. So that will be very interesting. I know all of us are really, really excited to do this. So yeah, I will see you next week, and Erin will see you on Monday, and have a good day. Alrighty, bye.